And it is the Friday of the 27th of May, 2022. I trust you had a lovely restorative night and you're ready to face this good day. As well to say that He has afforded us. I will lay me down to sleep and I will awake again because He sustains me. That is what the good book says. Of course, seeing you waking up today and fresh, ready to face the day, is a testament to His, of course, faithfulness that He has sustained you. My name is Dibala Nair, and today on Uongozi, we're training our focus on what really happened yesterday, the National Prayer Breakfast and the politics of the day. We take a critical analysis of how the week has been. Beginning on Monday, we saw most of the presidential aspirants going to present the signatures of the 47 or 48, that is the 47 counties, at least 48,000 signatures presented to IBC. Most of them did not really pass muster. They were seeking an extension. And that number, that is, I should say, almost reaching 55 presidential aspirants, has been scaled down now to 16. And still, that particular process is not done yet. So we will know the fate or the final number of the presidential aspirants who will be, of course, given the thumbs up by IBC to be presidential candidates. And of course, that now will set the campaign even on a higher tone. Today we will be joined much later in the course of the program. Most of our analysts today, they're running late. Haman Manyora, who is a political commentator. Also we have Ambrose Weda, who is an advocate of the High Court. Dr. Duncan Ojwang, who is a human rights lawyer. And also we'll be joined by Professor Adam Solo, who's a political scientist. So we'll slice and dice the politics of the day, as it were. And you know the drill. You can hit us on Twitter. KTN News KE is a Twitter handle. Also, you can tag me along there and follow me at Dibala Nair. That is my Twitter handle as well. You can peg your questions there on the handle so that we can pick them up, and in the course of the program we shall be sampling them just to also give it to our panelists to answer them. Or if you have contribution as well, that will come in handy, and we'll be able also to sample that in the course of the program. So let's get the horse into a full run by looking at what is in the dailies this morning. And this is what you're waking up to in the dailies this morning. We will go to the bold paper, which is the Standard, just to see what is it headlining the front page of the Standard, the Daily Nation as well. And it is all about yesterday's prayer breakfast. And then we'll give you also an inkling on what is happening on the international news as well. Still people are smarting from what happened that is in the US with the Texas shooting as well. So we'll brief you on the latest development on that, looking at the papers as well. But on the front page of the Standard, it is all about forgiveness and how Deputy President William Ruto implored President Uhuru Kenyatta to forgive him, that he has not lived up to his expectation as is expected of him as a deputy president. And this has been the debate that has been on the fore on the wedding chasm between President Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto. As far as, you know, the office of the presidency is concerned, the frosty relationship that has been there, and we've seen that has really polarized the country. And yesterday was a time to retreat, a time to reflect, and as a nation, a time for healing. And the rallying call was from the book of 1 Chronicles 7:14, that if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn away from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and I will heal their land. And indeed he had the cry of a nation that we are seeking forgiveness. And that was a good moment for a country to reflect and see, truly, after politics we'll still have Kenya. After all that tension we'll still have your neighbor. After politics we'll still have our businesses and schools as well. And this is what is on the front page of the Standard today. Forgive me. Forgive me. And it says, at a time to heal, on the day President Uhuru Kenyatta promised to hand over power peacefully in August, his deputy sought forgiveness for any wrongs committed while he served as his number 2, with Raila Odinga's running mate Martha Karua calling out the hypocrisy of politicians. This story is well laid out for you on page 3 and 4 of the Standard this morning. And we have a bite here. We'll play most of the sentiments that we had yesterday for you much later in the course of the program. But we have a bite here where he says, quote unquote, I ask for your forgiveness. I forgive everybody. I want us to go into this election free of the debt of heart and free of the debt of forgiveness. This is the sentiment that we had yesterday from the podium there by Deputy President William Ruto. And you can see also a very telling picture, a handshake there. This is Deputy President William Ruto with Mother Karua at the 19th National Prayer Breakfast at Safari Park Hotel yesterday. The DP broke protocol and asked Karua to speak on behalf of the Azimio La Umoja presidential aspirant Raila Odinga, who is campaigning in Western. Remember, it is 74 days to general election. Poll battlegrounds, also Siaya County registered voters, given the figures there, that is 457,957. Those who voted in 2017 were 380,185. And you can follow the story there, 74 days to go. There's a special report today, abuse in the Gulf, where a theater of broken hopes and dreams is simmering. You can follow the story of Miriam Gishure, who moved to Middle East in 2017 for greener pastures, and the allure of a job abroad, like so many others, it later ended in tears and a deportation. You can read all about this gritty details there on page 12 and 13 of the Standard this morning. Rigathi's outburst creates disquiet in Kenya Kwanza is another story that you want to follow on page 8 of the Standard. Rigathi's outburst creates disquiet in Kenya Kwanza. And it is Friday. Every Friday you have a Pulse magazine coming in handy for you inside the Standard. World Cup trophy comes to Kenya. That was at State House yesterday, and you can see the president also lifting that particular cap, which will be doing it's doing its round in the world. And this is on page 44 of the Standard this morning. This is how it looks. You can follow it inside the Standard today. By the way, if you want also to read this premium content, where there is all about the SIM swap, how fraudsters swindle you. Many have been swindled of the money because of the SIM swapping, and how fraudsters are using this particular sleight of hand to con you off your money. Criminals register existing number on a new card to intercept notifications. And you have this, you can scan the code there where you can head over to Standard, that is www.standardmedia.co.k, and you can have this premium content. Just read it, where it is well laid out for you how they are conning you using the SIM swapping sleight of hand. You can follow that particular story there. This is the Standard for you. This is how it looks. Let's buckle down and see what the Daily Nation is holding for us. In the meantime, I'll introduce my panelists. We have Harman Manyora and also Ambrose Weda, who are here already, eagerly waiting to be joined by Professor Adam Zulo and Duncan Ojwang, much later in the course of the program. But let me just give them a handy opportunity to say hi to Kenyans, ask them also